Women feel more horny when their vagina is. Human sexuality has always been a fascinating subject for psychologists, biologists, and everyday observers alike. Among the many mysteries of desire, one truth consistently stands out. Women's arousal is as much about the mind as it is about the body. Recent research highlights something surprising yet powerful. Women feel significantly more horny when their vagina is naturally lubricated and engorged due to emotional or mental stimulation rather than just physical touch. To understand this better, we need to look at how female arousal truly works. Unlike men, whose sexual response is often more immediate and visibly physical, women's arousal tends to start in the brain. It's not simply a matter of touch, it's a layered, psychological process that intertwines thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Imagine this scenario. A woman is sitting across from someone she deeply trusts. The room is warm, the lights are soft, and the conversation flows effortlessly. A tender compliment or a gentle gaze makes her feel desired, cherished, and safe. In that very moment, her brain begins sending signals to her body. Blood flow to her vaginal tissues increases, lubrication begins naturally, and her sensitivity heightens, all without a single physical touch. This is what scientists call spontaneous arousal, and it often plays a more powerful role than simple physical stimulation. The Kinsey Institute has documented that vaginal lubrication in women peaks when they feel desired, rather than when they are mechanically touched. It's a mental feedback loop. Desire fuels arousal fuels lubrication, and lubrication enhances desire. The cycle continues, creating an experience that is not only physical but deeply emotional. Interestingly, the environment can either support or disrupt this delicate system. Stress, anxiety, and pressure act as natural arousal killers, slowing down or even halting vaginal response. On the other hand, a calm and safe environment, dim lighting, soft music, a warm embrace, enhances relaxation, which improves vaginal blood flow and sensitivity. In fact, this connection is so strong that many women report being unable to feel aroused if they are emotionally disconnected or mentally preoccupied, no matter how much physical stimulation they receive. Another key factor in this process is oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Released during acts of closeness such as kissing, cuddling, and whispering sweet words, oxytocin strengthens emotional bonds while simultaneously increasing vaginal lubrication and sexual desire. In other words, love and lust aren't opposites. They work together, especially for women. This is why women often say, "It's not just about sex, it's about connection." Their bodies reflect what their minds and hearts already feel. The vagina responds most intensely when the brain and emotions are already engaged. So what does this tell us? It tells us that women's arousal isn't a simple on-off switch, it's a symphony. The right environment, emotional safety, and mental stimulation act like instruments that come together to create desire. Women feel more horny when their vagina is not just physically touched, but when it is prepared and awakened by the power of the mind and the heart.